Hello everybody. So welcome to you this class. So today we are going to discuss about a lesson, truly beautiful mind. Okay, this is fourth chapter and this is the ninth class CBSE English. So today here we go for discuss to this chapter. So this truly beautiful mind. So the moment you heard this word beautiful mind, so a person here called Albert Einstein. So I think you heard this name, Albert Einstein. So very wonderful scientist. Okay. So the it means his achievements in science is very huge. Okay. So according to this man, so very interesting qualities of sciences have explained by him. Okay, so you definitely heard about a theory. Okay, so theory called it means formula called E is equals to mc square, explain energy and mass. Okay, so his talent in physics is very much. Okay, so let us discuss about this lesson. Okay, yeah. So before we are going to lesson, so some introduction is there. So let us we go to the introduction. Okay, yes. So who do you think of when you hear the word genius? Who is a genius? What qualities do you think a genius has? So the moment you hear the genius means some extraordinary qualities that man has than others. Okay, so what are the qualities of the genius? What do you think of? And when it means what qualities do you think a genius has? So these it means you're going to here you're going to listening to this chapter is what it means, what qualities are the genius has. Okay, yes. We shall now read about a young German civil servant who took the world by storm 100 years ago. In the summer of the 1905, and 26-year-old published in quick succession four groundbreaking papers about light, the motion of particles, the electrodynamics of moving bodies and energy. His work took up only a few pages in a scientific journals, but changed forever our understanding of space, time, and the entire cosmos, and transformed the name Einstein into a synonym for genius. 50 years after his death, Albert Einstein's genius still reigns. So here we are going to discuss, as you heard this time, Albert Einstein. Okay, you definitely heard the Albert Einstein, whose IQ is a 200 plus. Okay, so normal person's IQ is just 140, 150, but his intellectual proportionality is very much better than others. Okay, so here is Germany civil servant. It means published. It means took the world in a very different situation. So it means Albert Einstein discussed many scientific issues like electrodynamics and motion particles, energy and mass, and it means so he changed forever of understanding the space and time and energy. Okay, his contribution about the cosmic sciences and some physics sciences in a very fantastic way. Okay, yes. So having this information, let us move towards to the lesson. So this is wonderful lesson. So this may help you to enhance the knowledge in science. Okay, yes. Albert Einstein was born on 14th March 1879 in the German city of Ulm. Okay, he's he was born on 14th March 1879 in German city of Ulm without any identification, without any indication that he was destined for gentle greatness. On the contrary, his mother thought Albert was a freak. To her, his head seemed much too larger. So, as you heard, Albert Einstein was a great man and great scientist. Okay, he was born on 14th March 1879. Okay, without any identification, without any family identification, without any background of family, he destined. Destined means do something with great intent. Okay, yes, he was fixed. He was fixed his mind to have some have a great achievement. Yes, contrary means reverse. What is the reverse situation here? Let me see. His mother thought in the early age of Albert Einstein, his mother thought that Albert Einstein was freak. As you think Albert Einstein was a great man, but his early age was very bad for him because his physical development is very too slow and he was mentally too bad. Okay, to her his head seemed much larger in when he was infant. Okay, when Albert was infant, he to his mother, Albert Einstein's head seems to much large, but it means physical, some physical problems, also mental problems. At the age of 2.5, Einstein still wasn't talking. Okay, Einstein at the age of 2.5, Einstein still wasn't talk because normal childs were going to talk in the age of 1.5, but this child, Albert Einstein, still wasn't talking when 2.5 years old. When he finally did learn to speak, when finally he learned to speak, he uttered everything twice. Okay, he uttered every words twice. Einstein did not know what to do with other children's. So when he was infant, he don't know what to do with other children. Okay, so normal children's do with other children's playing and this and that, but this child wouldn't know what to do with other children. That is why his playmates called him brother boring. Okay, so the youngster played by himself much of the time. So no other child came to this boy to play. That is why this youngster played by himself much of the time. He especially loved mechanical toys, as you know, car, bike, and this and that. Okay, yes. At his newborn, looking at his newborn sister, when newborn sister came, Maja, he said to have said. He said, have to said, fine, but where are her wheels? See, how can a child have possible, it means wheels. So Einstein having busy with the mechanical toys, so he's supposed to think, it means he's supposed to think his sister have wheels. Okay, this is very funny. Okay, yes. A headmaster a headmaster once told his father that what Einstein chose as a profession wouldn't matter because he'll never make a success at anything. Einstein began learning to play the violin at the age of 6 because his mother wanted to him to. He later became a gifted amateur violinist, maintaining this skill throughout his life. So here the headmaster, the school headmaster, Einstein's school headmaster once told his father that Einstein chose a profession wouldn't matter. That is, what is the profession took by Albert Einstein is not matter, but he will never make a success at anything. okay, because his mentality is very too slow. That is why headmaster said like this. So later, Albert Einstein began learning to play violin at the age of 6. Okay, at the age of 6, because his mother wanted him to. He later became a gifted amateur violinist. Amateur means doing something for personal enjoyment rather than a profession. Okay, yes, maintaining this skill throughout his life. His mother wanted him to have this violin practice throughout his life. Yes, but Albert Einstein was not a bad pupil. He was not bad. He went to high school in Munich. Where Einstein's family had moved almost sorry had moved when he was 15 months old. When he was 15 months old, Albert Einstein's family moved to Munich from Ulm, Germany city. Okay, yes, and scored good marks in almost every subject. So he Albert Einstein, it means bring back to the mental ailments. He Albert Einstein make scored very good marks in almost every subject. Every subject. Einstein hated the school regimentation. Regimentation is nothing but order, very discipline, an extreme discipline. Okay, so extreme discipline makes him very bad impression at the school. Okay, yes, and often clashed with his teachers. So regimentation of school made him to clash between the teachers. At the age of 15, Einstein felt so stifled. Stifled means unable to breathe, suffocated. It means it's a bad experience, something. There, stifled there, that he left the school for good. Okay, yes. The previous year, Albert's parents had moved to Milan, the city, and left their son with relatives. Left the Einstein with relatives after prolonged discussion. Prolonged means here a long distance. Okay, long distance. After a prolonged discussion, having the long discussion, Einstein got his wish to continue his education in German-speaking Switzerland. Okay, yes, in a city which was more liberal than Munich. In Munich, so there are some regimentation of school made him very angry. Regimentation is nothing but a very high discipline. So in a Munich, nothing. It means nothing like regimentations liberal than Munich. So that is why Einstein got well education in Munich. Okay. Einstein was highly gifted in mathematics and interested in physics. Okay, so in early age, when he was infant, he was very mental ailment guy. But when he's growing up, and it means average 15-16 years old, he was highly gifted in mathematics and physics. And after finishing school, he decided to study at a university in Zurich. But science wasn't the only thing that appealed to the dashing young man with the walrus moustache. Here, moustache. See, well, when Einstein growing up, he decided to do something after the study, and study at a university. But science, it means science wasn't the only thing. He thought that science wasn't the only thing appealed to the dashing young youth. So dashing young youth mean here, dashing means spirited, highly spirited young man. So like this spirited young man, Einstein. So he thought that science is not only a subject to study. So beyond the science is something is there. So he thought this type of thing. Yes. Let us move on to the seventh para. He also felt a special interest in a fellow student, Mileva Merrick. Fellow student is there, Mileva Merrick, whom he found to be a clever creature. Clever creature. This young Serb had come to Switzerland because the university in Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degrees. Einstein saw in her an ally against the Philistines, those people in his family at the university with whom he was constantly at odds. The couple fell in love. So here he also felt a special interest. He also felt some interest in a fellow student, in other student called Mileva Merrick. Mileva Merrick. So whom he found to be a clever creature. So he thought this is a clever creature. Who is a clever creature? Mileva Merrick. So this is a young Serb had come to a Switzerland because of the university in Zurich. So in Switzerland, in the University of Zurich was one of the few in Europe where women could get degrees. Okay, only few universities were there at that time where women could get the degrees. Okay, yes. Einstein saw in her an ally against the Philistines. Philistines. Ally means a friend, an associate. So he made a friend here. He makes a, he makes a, it means he got a friend here called Mileva Merrick. His ally means here a friend. Philistines, a word used disapproving to talk about people who do not like an art. Okay, here literature or music against the Philistines. So these two, Mileva Merrick and Albert Einstein, those people in his family at the university with whom he was constantly at odds. At the odds, this couple, Mileva Merrick and Albert Einstein, fell in love. Letters survive in which they put their affection into words. Okay, mixing science with tenderness. Tenderness means gentleness. Okay, so this Mileva Merrick is Philistines. Philistines means here disapproving, talking about people who do not like an art, literature, and music. Yes. So, mixing science with tenderness, wrote Einstein, how happy and proud I shall be when we both have brought our work on a relativity to a victorious conclusion. See, Einstein wrote this. It means this statement about his love. How happy and proud I shall be when we both means here Albert Einstein and Mileva Merrick both have brought our work on a relativity. Relativity means something relation between two things to a victorious conclusion. Victorious conclusion means finally achieve something. This is called as a victorious conclusion. In 1900 at the age of 21, Albert Einstein was a university graduate and unemployed. He was unemployed when he was 21 years old. Albert Einstein was university graduate and unemployed. He worked as a teaching assistant, gave practice lessons, and finally secured a job in 1902 as a technical expert in the patent office in Bird. So the particular patent office in Bird. So he got job as a technical expert. While he was supposed to be assessing other people's inventions, he has to do assessing means here explaining the people's inventions, other type of inventions he has to explain. He has to explain and explaining wider. Yes. Einstein was actually developing his own ideas in secret. He actually developing his ideas in secret. He is said to have jokingly called his desk drawer at work Bureau of Theoretical Physics. Bureau of Theoretical Physics. It means theoretical physics means he has something very special in physics. That is why he is something put very it means developing his own ideas, writing these in a theory form. That is why he called theoretical physics. Okay. Yes. One of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity, according to which time and distance are not absolute. See, one of the famous papers of 1905 was Einstein's special theory of relativity. Okay, his theory of relativity became very popularity, have a very good popularity of those times. Okay, Einstein's fame and name came up by his theory of relativity. Okay, according to which time and distance are not absolute. Time and distance are not absolute. He said that indeed two perfectly accurate clocks will not continue to show the same time if they come together again after a journey, if one of them has been moving a fast relative to other. From this followed the world's most famous formula which describes the relation between mass and energy. E is equals to mc square. Okay, here Albert Einstein explained that distance and time are not absolute. Two perfect accurate clocks were there. So here energy and mass between something relationship is there. So having said this relationship, he found a very famous formula E is equals to mc square. So this becomes very popular in those times. Okay, E is equals to mc square becomes very popular in those times. Yes. While Einstein was solving the most difficult problems in physics, his private life was unraveling. Unraveling means starting to fail. He was very great. He has intelligence of physics. He is it means difficult problems. He got to solve difficult problems in physics, but his private life become very unraveling. Okay, unraveling means becomes very weak, starting to fail. Albert had wanted to marry Mileva. Early, it means when Mileva, an early friend, Mileva right after finishing his studies, but his mother was against it because she thought Mileva, who was 3 years older than her son, was too old for him. She was also bothered by Mileva's intelligence. She's book like you. Okay, so Mileva also Albert Einstein. That is why his mother said that she's a book like you. His mother said. Einstein put the wedding off. The pair, the couples, finally married in January 1903 and had two sons. But a few years later, the marriage faltered. It means falter means become very weak. Okay, so after couple of years, after few years later, marriage becomes very. 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Finally got married, and few years later marriage losing her, it means marriage falter, become very weak. Mileva Meanwhile, in meantime, was losing her intellectual ambition complete gone, and becoming unhappy unhappy housewife after years of constant fighting. Constant means continuous fighting. The couple finally got divorced in 1919. Einstein married his cousin Elsa the same year. Einstein's new personal chapter coincided with his rise to world fame. In 1915, he had published his general theory of relativity, which provided a new interpretation of gravity. Okay, so Einstein's new personal chapter coincided. Coincided means go with. Go with. He published. He published his general theory of relativity. He published his general theory of relativity. General theory of relativity, nothing but explain between two things of relation. Okay. An eclipse, it means provided a new interpretation of gravity. It means gravity means new interpretation of gravity it means achieved by Albert Einstein. An eclipse of the sun in 1919 brought proof that it was accurate. It was accurate. It means the relation between two things brought to a situation. An eclipse of the sun brought proof that it was accurate. What is accurate? The theory of relativity is accurate. Einstein had correctly calculated in advance the extent to which the light from fixed the stars would be deflected through the sun's gravitational field. The newspapers proclaimed his work as a scientific revolution. Here, Einstein has correctly calculated in advance extent to which light from the fixed stars would be deflected, which the light from stars would be reflected through the sun's gravitational fields. So newspaper proclaimed his work in a lot. This is a scientific revolution. Einstein received the Nobel Prize for Physics in 1921. He showered with honors and invitations from all over the world, and lauded by the press. Lauded by means giving the praise, glorified by the press. When the Nazis came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein emigrated to USA, United States of America. Few years later, the discovery of nuclear fission. Nuclear fission means something like a bomb. Okay, bomb in Berlin had American physicists in an uproar when Germans discovery of nuclear fissions got achieved. So by this achieved, American scientists have got uproar. Uproar means upset. Okay, upset. Many of them had fled from fascism. Fascism means here nothing but all rules taken by one person. It means German Adolf Hitler is a fascism man. Yes, just as Einstein had. Einstein, when Nazi Adolf Hitler came to Germany, hold the country. When the Nazis came, so Einstein emigrated to USA. So, and now they were afraid the Nazis could build and use an atomic bomb. Here Germans are Nazis. Once the nuclear bomb found and atomic bomb were found, if Nazis starting to use that bomb, so the world will end. So Americans and also some other countries afraid the Nazis, because the could build and use an atomic bomb. Atomic bomb is nothing but a dangerous bomb. Dangerous bomb. If that is used, so the complete one region will collapse. Yes. At the urging of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to the American President Franklin D. Roosevelt on 2nd August 1939, in which he warned a single bomb of this type exploded in a port might very well destroy the whole port together with the surrounding territory. His words did not fail to have an effect. The Americans developed the atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped it on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. So, at the urging of a colleague means here encouraging of a colleague, Einstein wrote a letter to a President of America, Franklin D. Roosevelt. So he warned to Americans on 2nd August 1939 that a single bomb of this type exploded in a port. It means atomic bomb, like atomic bomb. A single bomb like atomic bomb or nuclear bomb exploded in a port might very well destroy all part of together with the surrounding territory will end. His words did not fail to have an effect. So these are words are not false. Become true when let us see, the Americans developed a atomic bomb in a secret project of their own and dropped the bombs on Japanese cities Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. Okay, when Nazis, it means Nazis invented nuclear fission and atomic bomb. So Americans got very angry. So Americans also developed their own. It means in secret. They dropped the atomic bombs on the cities of Japan cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So this atomic impacts very dangerous impact to the Japan. Yes. So even today's time also in Japan there are some places, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, still their children will not born with normally. Okay, they're born with handicapped. Yes. Einstein was deeply shaken by this act, by the extent of the destruction. Okay, destruction happens only. The destruction happened only airport. No, destruction has not happened only surrounded by the port. Hiroshima and Nagasaki, complete cities were end. Okay, this time he wrote a public missive. Missive means letter, especially long and official, to the United Nations. In it, he proposed the formation of a world government. Unlike the letter to Roosevelt, this one made no impact. But over the next decade, Einstein got ever more involved in politics. So Einstein got very involved in politics, agitating for an end to the arms build-up and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. So agitating means here do movement, ಚಳವಳಿ ಹೂಡುವುದು. Yes. Okay, against ಯಾವುದರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಬಾಂಬ್ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ ಮಾಡುವುದರ ವಿರುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಚಳವಳಿ ಹೂಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಶಾಂತಿ arms and using his popularity to campaign for peace and democracy. ಪ್ರಜಾಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ ಹಾಗೂ ಶಾಂತಿಯನ್ನ ಬೆಂಬಲಿಸಿ ಅವರು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಯಾರು? ಐನ್ಸ್ಟೈನ್, ಆಲ್ಬರ್ಟ್ ಐನ್ಸ್ಟೈನ್. ಎಸ್. When Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, he was celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as a scientific genius. When he died in 1955, he celebrated as a visionary and world citizen as much as scientific genius. Okay, so Albert Einstein was not only genius, he is a visionary. He is a uh, he against the nuclear bomb, and this his time his theory of relativity becomes very popular today, and his formula used in today's generation a lot. Okay, so the contributions of Albert Einstein gives you a complete picture of physics. Okay, so this is all about today's lesson. So if you have any doubt, ask me. Thank you, and thank you very much.